Hello, everyone. A little background for those of you just tuning in. Sam and I are experimenting with eating primarily just fruits and veggies during the month of July, kind of like a hybrid between a raw vegan diet and a medical medium 28-day cleanse. And we're curious to see how effective it is for improving our health and how hard it is to actually pull off. We are now solidly into our second week, and we're checking in with each other to see how things are going. So, Sam, do you feel like you've gotten used to the diet, or are you counting the days till it's over?
I think it depends on the day. Some days I'm fine. I'm like, oh, I could keep doing this. And then some days I'm like starving. Or I have these intense cravings for more variety. Like I was really into all week these like bowls for dinner with sprouts, some steamed sweet potatoes, spinach, red onion, parsley. What else was I putting in them? Oh, and then like the half of the avocado. And I was
Mhm,
like, oh, I love this. I could eat this forever. And then
mhm.
like day 6, I was like, I want something more. And also I'm starving after dinner. Some days I feel really full. Some days I feel like I'm starving. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you think that that is related to anything else you're doing?
Well, yeah, so I love the month off, I've mentioned before. I'm on summer break. So I've been like meditating and going to yoga classes and like lifting weights more. So I definitely think like maybe my habits, not just the diet, have changed,
Mhm.
which is, like, requiring more calories on my part.
Yep,
Um, so I don't think, like, this is, like, a pure test of just the diet, right? Like, there's a lot of variables, like, I'm getting
absolutely.
more sleep, I'm not at work stressed. Um, so, yeah, I think that is definitely adding.
Yep. I also feel like some days I'm really craving other foods and it feels really hard. And other days I'm like, oh, this is fine and easy. And I think something that's been hard for me is making enough time to prep the new recipes because often I'm cooking other food for my family and I'm running between work and other activities. And I just don't remember or plan ahead enough to actually
Yeah,
prepare this kind of food. So then I'm tempted to grab something that's easily available. So
yeah,
part of it, I think, is like a habit, and the other part is just, a new diet.
yeah. And I think for me, who I was eating everything, right? Meat, cheese, gluten. It's, like, more restrictive because I've been taking out a lot more
Yeah.
than someone else who might already be vegetarian or vegan.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, I did notice, like, because this is the first time in my life I've not eaten meat for almost 2 weeks.
Mm.
I just, like, culturally, like, grew up with a lot of meat.
Mhm.
And when I cook, Eric's been eating, like, the veggies on the side that I cook for myself, right? So that's something that we've been sharing.
Mhm.
And I think the steamed vegetables taste really good. He has other thoughts. Uh, I'm like, "Oh, sweet potatoes don't actually need that much. They're, like, pretty sweet." I mean, it's in the name.
Yup.
And then I cook him meat, and I have no craving for the meat. It's not craving for the meat at all. It's, like, craving for more, I think, variety.
Mhm.
Even though we have all the vegetables available, for some reason, I'm like, "Oh, I feel, like, limited."
Yup.
Probably because I don't have the other choices, but the meat hasn't been a big issue, so I think, like, moving forward, I could be definitely more, um, like, more beans and stuff
Yeah.
long term,
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
interesting for sure. I have been on a vegetarian and partly
Mhm.
vegan diet now for several years. So I call it flexitarian because I still have
Mm.
fish sometimes. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like here and there, but I prefer to be vegan most of the time. So yeah, for me, it's less of a change, but I also feel like something's missing sometimes in how full I feel. And I think it's related to the fats and the vegan proteins like lentils and things like that. But
Yeah.
I'm okay with that for a short period of time because I've also noticed other benefits, which we can get into in a moment. But
Mhm.
yeah, I agree. There's sometimes you kind of crave something a little bit more.
Mhm.
So what parts still feel the hardest to you and what has gotten easy?
I think, like, when I'm not home, like, as you mentioned before, like, prepping, like, I went to the movies, 'cause in the middle of the day, because I'm off. And after the movie, I was, like, hungry, and I had brought, like, carrots and cucumbers with me, but, like, walking past the, like, food court at this mall, I was like, "I really want to, like, cave." I didn't. Um,
Impressive.
yeah, and just, like, ate my carrots, but I think when you're out and about or, like, you are starving, then you're gonna make choices that aren't within aligned with the diet, which is fine. We're human. I talked about this. I think it's worse for your body to beat yourself up and be super stressed
Yes.
about being perfect than to mostly do the diet. Does that make sense? Like one
Yes.
meal out of 28 days is not going to be the end of the world.
Fully agree. And I also have made exceptions. Like I was making this snack for the kids the other day, and it was like a vegan, healthy, like trail mix kind of
Mhm.
snack. And I was like, oh my gosh, I really want some. And I had some, and I was like, that's okay. Like,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
have to be perfect. So, what has gotten easy, if anything? What feels like you're starting to get in a rhythm?
The morning's fine. Like the morning smoothie, the morning juices, that's totally fine.
Yep.
I think realizing that I could be eating a lot more vegetables, even when I reincorporate other things, the majority could be vegetables, and that little extra will feel like a treat.
Yeah.
Um, I think the hardest for me was Eric was making tortellini. I did sneak one.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was just really hard.
Yep. Uh-huh.
But you talked about easy. So yes, easy I think is realizing that I could be eating a lot more vegetables. And carrots do tend to fill me up. I think it's because you have to chew so much.
Are you burning more calories chewing it or getting
Chewing
the calories from it? Yeah. I agree. The mornings are easy for me too. I've been in that rhythm for a while, but I added back the celery juice, which sometimes I just don't have time to do, but I purposely made
Yeah,
myself do that every time. And I'm like, this is actually not that bad. Like, start to
yeah,
finish, it literally takes me 10 minutes to set up my
yeah,
juicer, rinse the celery, juice one bunch of celery, rinse
yeah,
off my juicer with water, and put it away. It's like literally 10,
yeah.
maybe 15 minutes. So,
Same, and I'm using the nut bag. I wash the nut bag while I'm doing something else. It's fine. Yeah.
yeah. So, like, that kind of thing I feel like has gotten easy. And the morning, I don't feel that hungry. The smoothie
Oh,
and stuff fills me up. But I think the later part of the day, like 3, 4 p.m., I'm tired. I'm getting hungry for dinner. I know my dinner's not going to be that much. And I get hungry.
yeah. I really liked those bowls I was mentioning, but then I just kinda got tired of it
Yeah.
because 'Cause I'm not a hyperfixation food person,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So, have you experienced any noticeable benefits so far of the diet? Have you noticed anything, even if it wasn't what you were expecting or looking for?
I'm not sure because of everything else I'm doing at once, right? Which is fine
Hmm.
because, healthy is healthy, and healthy looks different at different phases of our life, so don't be
Yep.
we don't have to be meditating, exercising, and eating right every single day, right? I
Hmm.
think, stress is a bigger problem than any of the others I just listed.
Hmm.
I think it, wreaks havoc and then, messes up our sleep, and how is our body supposed to repair itself if you're in yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, I feel lighter. I don't feel, as sluggish, but again, I'm not working, so it's hard to tell,
Yeah.
right? If I was working, then I would be able to tell you more,
Yep.
but overall, I know getting more fiber is good, and I can feel those effects. Yeah.
Yep. That's awesome. Yeah, I might be a bit more of a good test case because the
Yes.
rest of my life has remained exactly the same, so I still don't get nearly enough sleep. I'm still
Yeah.
running around with the kids and everything and working, and I have noticed that I feel a lot lighter as well and a lot less tired relative to how tired I used to feel on this exact same routine. So,
Mm,
I don't get food comas after eating lunch. I don't feel exhausted after dinner when I'm putting the kids to sleep. In general, I haven't had any caffeine now in actually longer than we started this diet, like 4 weeks or so. And I used to drink 3, 4 cups of tea a day, black tea, and I would have chocolate in the evening. I'm pretty sensitive to caffeine, so I would feel the caffeine from the chocolate
mm,
too. It's like a dark chocolate. I haven't had any of that. And I used to think I needed that to get through and get done what I had to do. But I'm doing the same amount of things, if not more. And I feel good. I actually feel really good. So I can only
uh-huh,
imagine if I actually got enough sleep, how good I actually would feel on this diet. So even considering that I'm not
mhm.
getting that much sleep, it's still, I feel a lot better, honestly. So that's exciting,
Nice. That is very exciting.
right?
You are a better case study. You have one less variables changing than me.
Yeah. And I also have noticed that my nails are already getting stronger. And that was one of the three
Okay.
things that I was kind of hopeful that maybe this diet would help with. And to be fair, because I'm doing this as an experiment, so I want to be really honest about everything, I started to notice a slight improvement in those even before I started this diet when I had just cut caffeine for 2 weeks. So I
Mm,
wonder if caffeine was the main thing for me that was kind of making my nails weak, which is an interesting thing. I never knew that could happen, but it's only gotten better on this diet. So my nails are definitely getting stronger,
mm,
and that's exciting.
yeah.
And there was one other thing. Oh, my digestion. My digestion has felt a lot smoother on this diet. Now, it did improve after cutting caffeine, but on this diet, it's just a lot smoother, like no constipation. And yeah,
Mhm.
it's just, I feel great digestion wise. So
Yeah, my digestion was always fine. I was nervous, like, not drinking coffee in the morning if it was me or if it was the coffee, but it's been the same, so I have the same schedule, yeah.
that's great.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I was pretty sensitive to caffeine. It would make me like constipated and things like
Oh.
that. Okay. By what percentage do you feel like you've been able to stick to our plan of eating? And I'll quickly repeat what our plan was. It was pretty much
Mm,
all fruits and veggies and a low or no fat diet until the evening, optional to steam some veggies, mostly raw, adding some nuts and seeds and coconut if we really want to in the evening, as well as avocado, which is also a veggie or a fruit, one of those, but it has fat in it.
Well, I actually wanna do the math. So we've been on this for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 days?
Yeah.
9 days, we'll say 9.
Hmm.
9 times 3, and I had to sorry, take a
It's
break.
fine.
90%, 90%.
90%. I love it.
Mhm,
That's pretty good. And
mhm,
I feel like I've been able to stick to it. I'm going to do a rough estimate because I cannot think of all the individual exceptions I made, but I think I've been able to stick to it about roughly 90% too, give or take.
yeah, yeah,
And what I love about that is I feel like I've felt those benefits even not being so strict to sticking to that particular diet. And
yeah,
I thought originally that I would have no fats at all, but even having some fat, some avocado, some exceptions here and there, I've still noticed some benefits already, even after just 9, 10 days.
no, that's great.
Yeah. So, considering what we talked about earlier, as far as craving some things and
Mm.
moving towards potentially adding a few other things back to kind of if you're exercising more, you kind of need more. What are your thoughts going forward for your plan for the rest of the month of July?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna add back quinoa and some beans.
Mhm.
Yeah, just for a little extra protein. And also calories, like, I don't wanna be too restrictive. I've noticed, like, I can't get to, like the most I can get to is, like, 14 to 1,500 calories in a day, and I don't wanna go too low,
Mhm.
just, like, metabolism-wise. So I think I'm gonna add back quinoa and beans just for that extra protein and calories.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that makes a lot of sense, especially given that you're working out a lot and those things are still so healthy. I'm really
Mhm.
curious to see if you still feel really good adding those back in.
Yeah, yeah, same. Mhm,
Cool. Yeah, I actually want to experiment and try this coming week going a little further on this diet, which is
mm,
I want to eliminate the fats, which means like the avocado, and eat all raw. So a raw vegan diet, but more on the cleanse side. So eliminating the fats as well. And I want to try that just for 1 week and do a lot of juicing and just see how I feel, see how hard that is. I think I'll only do it for 1 week, but yeah, I'm just curious to see. Who knows?
mhm.
Maybe I'll do it for one day and be done, but I'll give it a
Yeah, you
try.
let me know. You let me know how it is. Maybe I'll go back to last week.
Okay. Sounds good. And, kind of going back to the topic of the fact that you actually have the whole month of July off, in some ways, yes, it doesn't make quite as good of an experiment, but in other ways, it kind of does because ideally we know that health is not just from diet. Diet is not the only factor that influences our health. There's many other factors, physical, emotional, mental, sleep, and how has it been for you? Because I think you've been able to do this better than I have. How has it been for you trying to incorporate other measures of giving yourself a break and generally just relaxing, I guess, over the past month?
I am really bad at relaxing. I don't know what that is. You can already see it. Like, I had the whole month off and Eric was like, "You decided to do a major cleanse? Like, just go to the park and read a book and eat whatever you want." Like, I have to make, like, to-do lists. I have to make projects. I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this, and then I go do this." And then I overschedule the day, even though I have no work. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, "I didn't get anything done." And I had to start making a list of what did I do today? I'm like, "Oh, actually, I did a lot." But, like, it's really tough to relax. Like, there's something in my brain that's like, I have to earn relaxation, and even when I'm relaxing, I'm, like, multitasking. I'm like, "Well, I can do a couple of things on the computer while I watch this movie." Like,
Oh my
it
gosh.
is tough. It is really tough to relax.
I couldn't agree more. I'm horrible at relaxing. My
Yeah.
husband says the same thing. And I am known to make long lists and then be so stressed because I didn't get to
Yeah.
those lists during the day, even though I had an
Yeah.
otherwise great day.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can relate to this, but just creating that list creates a level of stress that doesn't allow you to actually relax.
Mm-mm.
And yet it's hard to not create that list because we're in the
Yeah.
habit of wanting to list out all the things we need to do. And
Yeah.
it's a weird dichotomy because you're on vacation, you want to just fully relax, but you also want to do things. I wonder if the list itself is the problem.
It is. It is the problem. I've been told this by other people. It is the problem. It's like you're trying to make rest productive. You're trying to make, like, not every part of your life has to be productive. And maybe it's just capitalist consumerist culture. I don't know. Like, we don't know how to relax. It's almost like you don't deserve rest. Does
Yeah.
that make sense? Yeah.
Absolutely, and I grew up with that mentality too. Now, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I give my
No, no,
parents a
no.
lot of credit
Yeah.
for being very hardworking and teaching me good habits, but being able
Yeah.
to shut off that part of you that can organize and think ahead in order to actually relax is hard because then you're presented with a day where you have nothing
Mhm.
planned. Like,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
You're alone with your thoughts. That's what you
Yes, and, like, God forbid you actually ad hoc decide to do something, like,
Yeah.
that maybe that's okay. Maybe there's,
Yeah.
like, something we can teach ourselves in just not planning. I've actually been trying to do that recently because I've been stressing out about not being able to fit everything in, and I always have a list that's too long and I can't get it all done, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, "Maybe I don't do the list." In the back of my
Yeah.
head, I know what's the next top priority in every minute.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Yeah.
just do that and see how long it takes me and not plan everything out so much because it creates an extra layer of stress, which causes fatigue and causes your
Yes.
body to suffer.
Like, I sit here and I say stress is and sleep's the most important, and then yet I'm, like, very stressed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I totally agree with you. So, this week I tried not to have, like, "Oh, I have to do this." It's like, well, if you want to do it, if you feel like you want to do it, right? And yesterday I had, like, a bunch of things, and I was like, "No, I just wanna go through all my books and get rid of some stuff." Like,
Yeah.
um, so yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a great step in the right direction of, yeah, you know, there's some things you want to do, but if you feel like doing something else today, that's perfectly fine because you don't have to do that. And one thing I realized is there will always be more things to do, always.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it's just a matter of not thinking about them because you have to take a break. And it's really hard to take a break. Like you're saying, it's really, really
Yeah.
hard to shut off that productive mindset that we've become accustomed to and we've trained and has benefited us in other parts of our lives.
No, definitely. I think I learned this as, like, a first-year teacher because I was staying up late, like, "Oh, I have to perfect this lesson, and then I have to translate it, and I have to prep all these materials." And then I realized, like, "Okay, now I'm going to bed at 1. I'm not on for the next day," right? Like, I'm struggling through the next day. Not that they know. And teachers will know this. Internally, like, I'm in it 'cause they come in the room, and you're like, "Okay, I'm on." Um, but I realized it's better just to go to bed and then wake up a little bit earlier. I'm, like, way more productive and can get a lot more done in that, like, hour in the morning than if I try to stay up 3 hours later than I
Yes.
usually do. Does that make sense? Like, just go to
Yes.
bed and prioritize the sleep, and then I noticed, "Oh, I'm more productive when I get more sleep."
Yup, I've experienced that too. Late in the
Mhm,
evening, my brain is just so
mhm.
slow and I'm so inefficient. But
Yeah.
if I just go to bed and if I manage to wake up early, which is sometimes the challenge, but I am
Mhm.
sharper then in the morning. And I wonder if
Yeah,
that aligns with that typical window of sleep that they say is good to sleep in, like that 10 to
yeah,
2 window. I think that
yeah.
refreshes you more than staying up during that window and then
Mhm.
trying to catch up later.
Yeah, like, I was getting more done in an hour than I was in 3. No, definitely.
That's great. So, what do you plan to do the rest of the month to kind of keep
Mhm.
yourself more chill and actually give yourself that relaxation you deserve?
I think similar to you, I'm gonna stop, like, the hour by hour lists and just be like, "Okay, one thing that today I can do," and then, like, blocking out time. Nope, nope, not blocking out, just transitioning to some restful activity that I feel in the moment.
Yes. Yeah.
Letting go of expectations, I think.
Yeah. I feel like that freedom of literally having nothing to do that you have to do is
Yeah.
such an amazing feeling, and we don't give ourselves that very often. I crave that so much, just like
Yeah.
nothing to do for like
Yes.
a longish period of time, not 1 hour, like
Ugh,
an unnamed length of time. That's like
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Sometimes on the weekends, if we have our weekends overbooked, I'll turn to Eric and I'll be like, "But I just wanna do what I wanna do."
Yup.
Even though, like, I'm excited and happy wherever we are that weekend, but
Yup. That freedom to just do whatever you feel like doing in the moment. We don't give
Mhm.
ourselves that a lot. We're always like, I have to work out. I have to do this. I have to be there.
Yeah.
And I have to check things off the list.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Well, I really am inspired by that. And I also am going to keep trying to do that as well, even though I'm still, I don't have a month off right now, but even just in the things I'm doing, trying not to think about
Yeah.
all the things I can't get to and just
Yes, don't future trip. Yeah.
exactly. And just focusing on the things I know that I have to get done and that is actually realistic for me to get done in the day and not
Mhm.
worrying about all the things I know I can't get to.
100%.
The one other question I wanted to ask was, what else have you been doing for your mental or physical health? I know you kind of said you've been running, but what else have
Mhm.
you been doing aside from the diet this month that, has contributed to your overall feeling a little lighter and a little better, like the other factors you're doing to take care of yourself this month?
Sure. Yeah. So I've been trying to meditate in the morning, journal, some like yoga videos online, and then I'll go to the gym and like some weights, or I'll go for a run outside if it's not a heat wave.
Mhm. Nice.
So those are some of the things I've been, and of course sleep. Like that's just been happening naturally. Like I'm such an old lady now. I like go to bed at 9 and wake up at 5
Oh,
just
and it
because,
feels like
yeah,
heaven, right?
it feels like heaven. And I'm like, I could sleep later, but well, A, my cat wakes me up, but um, but yeah.
Yeah. It's funny the habits we knew our parents told us were healthy. We're like, "Oh,
Yes.
yeah, maybe you were right."
Yeah, it's like the sun goes down and I go down.
So true. There's been more than one time I've fallen asleep as I put the kids to bed at 8:30 and
Yeah.
struggled to wake up again, if at all. And that's okay.
That's okay.
That's awesome. Well, I've really been enjoying doing this with you. I know we've shared a lot
Yeah.
of insights and tips and struggles back and forth during the
Mhm.
week, and it's nice to catch up each week like this as well. And looking forward to hearing how the rest of your week goes as you transition to adding a few more things back in and continuing to try to give yourself a break from your own list.
Yes. Yes. You too. I'm excited to hear about how next week goes and your experience. Maybe I'll do it the last week. And yeah, I love catching up.
Yeah, same. Awesome. All right. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.